The municipality of Crowsnest Pass is situated in the spectacular Rocky Mountains of southwest Alberta. It was established on January 1st, 1979, with the amalgamation of the communities of Coleman, Blairmore, Frank, Bellevue, and Hillcrest. The pass has a long and dramatic history, from the Frank Slide of 1903 and the Hillcrest mine disaster of 1914. Rum runners, train robberies, and shootouts add to the colorful sagas of each of the communities. I'm walking the miner's path. Flummerfelt Park and the Miners' Path is located in Coleman. The park was donated to the community in 1910 by A.C. Flummerfelt, president of the International Mine. From the park, you can retrace the steps taken by miners from 1901 to the 1950s up to the old McGilvery mine. I think I'm going to stop here and turn around. These are all finished jigsaw puzzles. Isn't that cool? On both sides. Huh. Never seen that before. Under this, I guess a road under a road. The Leach Collieries was established in 1907 as the only completely Canadian-owned coal mine in the Crowsnest Pass. Leach Collieries ended production in 1915.
That ever saw them, or maybe one here and one there that we've seen. But they were more for practice.
Okay.
It was practice.
The manager's house had indoor plumbing, hardwood floors, 3 fireplaces, and a dumbwaiter connecting the ground floor kitchen with the second floor dining room. And they got water piped into the house from a nearby spring. The homes of the Ukrainian miners were on the left side of the valley, and the Italian families lived on the right. Money was scarce, and they built only the simplest forms of shelter. In stark contrast to the manager's residence at the colliery, most of these homes were little more than dugouts into the steep valley banks and framed with scrap lumber. Coleman was one of the most important coal-producing centers in the Crowsnest Pass and the greatest coal field in Alberta and southeast British Columbia from the early 1900s into the 1950s. The town, with its mine site, commercial area, and streets, are lined with miners' cottages, and this preserves the atmosphere of an early mining town. The old railroad tracks. And we're a little closer to the ovens now, but they're all the way along. Hillcrest was a growing community before the mine disaster. They had 3 boarding houses. They had a mercantile, post office, a general store with a small hall that served as a school for the children. There was also a theater, a union bank, a Chinese laundry, and the Hillcrest Union Hotel that provided rooms for the miners, a public bar, and a dining room. Many of the men that were killed at the Hillcrest mine disaster were from other countries: England, Nova Scotia, Italy, Sweden, lots of them, Hungary, France, Scotland. They just came over here for the work. Alberta's 3 worst disasters are all just a couple of kilometers apart. They're all in the Crowsnest Pass. The Frank Slide, the Bellevue mine explosion, and the Hillcrest mine disaster. The Hillcrest mine disaster occurred on Friday, June 19, 1914, 7 weeks before the outbreak of the First World War, the worst mining disaster in Canadian history, and a total of 189 men died. 90 of them were married men, and 99 were single. Mining coal causes a lot of methane gas, and one little spark, that's what did it. Caused a huge explosion. Some didn't die from the explosion, but they died from the other gases afterwards. Lack of air and carbon dioxide, which is produced when a fire consumes all the available oxygen.